guys, it's Abby. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as you can see by the title of this video, I'm going to be filming this makeup tutorial with the Colourpop and I Love Sadie collection. So I did a really dark smoky purple halo eye with like a pop of peach on the inner corner, and I also did a nude glossy lip, but I also tried on this really dark vampy lip as well, and I really love how this look turned out. So if you want to know how to get this makeup look, then please keep on watching. Like I said in the intro, today I'm going to be using the I Love Sadie and Colourpop collection eyeshadow palettes, but I'm mainly going to be using today the Saucy palette, which is the more purple toned one, and I'm only going to be using like 1 or 2 colours out of the Cheeky palette just as like my setting colour and my transition shade. I've never used these on my eyes before, so I'm so excited. Literally the packaging on this collection is just so gorgeous. If you haven't seen it already, I uploaded a Colourpop haul on my channel last week. It's a massive haul, so if you wanted to see all the bits that I purchased from Colourpop recently, then I will leave the link to that video in the description box down below. So I want my skin to be full coverage, but I do want like a dewy base to it. So I'm going to be using this is brand new, I recently bought this because I've heard so many good things about this. It's the Glam Glow Glow Starter Mega Illuminating Moisturiser. I got mine in the colour Nude Glow. This literally smells like oranges, but like really sweet oranges, like sugary sweet orange. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. So what I'm going to do is just take a little bit off the lid. Now this is so illuminating. I have moisturised my skin this morning, but I just want this just to give an extra glow and boost of hydration. Also, I'm literally sweating buckets right now. It is literally so hot today in the UK, and I'm like under these like studio lights and everything, and it is not helping my situation at all. So if I get a little bit of a soola, I sweaty up a lip alert. Girls, boys, don't mind that. Look at the glow. Look at the glow. Appreciate the glow. Oh, don't appreciate those. Okay, so I'm just popping that. I literally cannot get over the smell of this. It smells so good. For primer today, I'm not going to be using like a classic style primer. I'm just going to be using some MAC Strobe Cream. I'm just going to use a small amount of this and just focus this on the high points of my face. So we're now going to go on to foundation. I'm going to be using 2 today. As you can see, I have got fake tan on, so I'm going to be matching my face in with my neck, which obviously I need to darken it up. So for that, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation in the shade 220, mixed with my Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Liquid Foundation in the shade number 5. This is to add just a little bit more coverage. And I've just realised that I haven't dampened my beauty sponge, which is the Sigma 3D HD blender, and I need to go and wash it and dampen it. So that is so annoying because I don't want to get up. Okay, I need to stop being lazy. Right, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I'm back and I've dampened my beauty sponge. This is the Sigma 3D HD blender. It's still my favourite beauty sponge to use because I love all of the little angles and the edges on it, and it's just so fluffy and it's just amazing. I'm going to dot this onto my skin. I'm just going to pop a little bit of this. And the brush I'm going to use to blend this out before I go over with my beauty sponge is my new favourite foundation brush ever. It's the Sigma 3D HD Max Kabuki. It's a big version of the 3D HD Kabuki brush from Sigma. It's the Max version, so it's massive and it's so fluffy and it blends out your foundation a dream. So what I'm going to do is just start by just spreading the foundation over my skin, and as you can see, that now matches in with my neck. I love this because it's just such a big foundation brush that it literally covers like such a big surface area on your face that it just blends it out in literally minutes. And I also have a code with Sigma, which is Abigail Tamsin, which I'll put up on the screen right now, which can save you money at checkout on sigmabeauty.com. Also, I'm not going to go over my ears because recently I went into town with my mum about 3 days ago, and I went into the piercing shop because mum wanted to get some new earrings, and I managed to come out with 2 new piercings. I got my rook pierced, which is, this is a really ugly angle, which is this one in here, and I also got my daith, which is the one inside your ear there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's the one inside my ear there with a bar in it. So yeah, it really hurts whenever I go over my ear with foundation because where they're so fresh. So I'm not going to be doing that today, but my hair's going to cover it anyway, so it's okay. Then I just go over with the sponge. So I'm now going to go in with some concealer, and today I'm going to use my Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Concealer in the shade 3 Medium. I love this concealer. If you like the Double Wear foundation, then you need to try this concealer. It's amazing. So I'm just going to use this under my eyes, just a little bit in between my eyebrows and around the corners of my nose where I tend to get a little bit of redness. And I'm going to go in with the pointed side of the 3D HD blender and just use this to press in the concealer. This concealer is just so good, and it almost has like a satin finish, like it's not like a flat matte concealer, and it just is so lovely. So I'm now just going to set under my eyes using my Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Powder. This is my favourite powder, and I'm just going to take it on the sponge and just use this to set under my eyes. I'm not really baking, I'm just using it as a setting powder just to stop any creasing. So for powder today, I recently picked up this new one from Boots. This is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Fit Me powder, and the only colours that were in stock was like 330 and translucent, and then a really pale one. So I got the shade 250, which is Sun Beige, which is nice for when I have a tan. I have only used this a few times, so I haven't really got a firm opinion on it yet, but so far so good. And I'm going to take this on my Sigma powder slash blush brush, which is the F10, and I'm going to use this just to set the rest of my face and my foundation in place. Now for bronzer, I'm going to be using the Alexis Ren x Colourpop collaboration palette in the, what's this called, the Topaz palette. So it's got the highlighter in She's Here to Stay, and then the bronzer in Golden Moment. I'm going to be using the bronzer today. This is such a lovely palette. Again, I haven't used this yet, but this is a really warm tone bronzer, and that is what I love in a bronzer, something that's really warm toned. And I'm going to use it on my favourite bronzer brush, which is the Sigma Duo Fibre F50. And I'm just going to use this to warm up my face. So for blush today, I want to go for something with a bit of more of a peachy undertone, where I'm going to do a pop of peach on my inner corner of my eyes. I'm going to go for something with a slightly peachy undertone, so I'm going to use MAC Modern Mandarin as my blush today. And I'm going to use this blush on my Sigma Duo Fibre powder slash blush brush in the F15, which is a duo fibre blush brush which picks up just the perfect amount of colour. And I just tap off the excess, and I'm just going to pop a little bit of this just on my cheeks. And for highlighter today, I'm going to go in with my Laura Geller Gilded Honey highlighter, and I love this for a really beautiful golden highlight. I want to go for like a peachy warm skin today, so hence the warm tone bronzer and the peachy blush, and I'm going to go for a warm toned highlighter. And I'm just taking this on my high cheekbone highlighter F03 from Sigma, and I'm just pushing this highlighter into my skin, up and around my cheekbone. I'm just going to do a little bit of contouring, and not too much, just a little bit, just to add a little bit more shape into my skin. I'm just going to use Benefit Hoola with the brush that it comes with, swirl it into the lid just to take off any excess product. So for my brows today, I'm going to fill them in using my MAC pencil in the shade Spiked, my Estee Lauder Brow Now Volumizing Brow Tint in the shade Black, and then my Benefit Ready Set Brow Gel. So first, I'm just going to take the pencil from MAC, which is a really, really fine point pencil, and I'm just going to use this ever so slightly just to fill in any gaps in my eyebrows. But I'm not going to go too structured with the brow, because where the eyes are so dramatic, I want the brows just to be a little bit softer. I'm then just taking the Estee Lauder Brow Tint in Black, and I'm just going to use this just to add a slightly darker tint to my brows and just to add a little bit more fullness to them. And I'm just brushing my hairs up using the brow gel just to create a look of more of a feathered brow. Okay, so I'm going to start this look by using the Cheeky palette from Colourpop and I Love Sada E. This palette is absolutely stunning. It's got more neutral tones in it. And I'm going to take this colour here, which is called Distressed from the palette, on this flat shader brush, which is my Sigma Large Shader E60. And I'm just going to pick up some of that product. I'm just going to use this all over my lid just to set the concealer in place, and just to help with blending and just to create like a highlight underneath my brow bone. So I'm now going to take the shade Freckles from the Cheeky palette, which is this colour right here, on my Sigma E40 taper blending brush. And I'm just going to use this as like a neutral transitional colour. I'm not going to use a lot of this. I'm just going to use a small amount just through my crease, just to start the blending. So I'm now going to move on to the start of the show, which is the Saucy palette from the Colourpop and I Love Sada E collection. And I'm going to be using all 4 of these gorgeous colours. And I'm going to start off with this colour here. And I'm just going to start by placing this just into my crease. So I'm just blending that through the crease and really diffusing this colour out. I'm going to take the same colour and I'm going to take it underneath my eye. So I'm now going to take the colour Razy from the palette, which is this colour right here, which is a really dark purple colour. And I'm going to take this on my Sigma Duo Fibre blender, which is the E41, which just looks like this. It's like a small Duo Fibre blending brush, which is going to fit really nicely into the socket of the eye. So just picking up a small amount of colour on that brush. Just like that, just to create a little bit more definition to the eye. And this brush is amazing because it just fits so perfectly into the crease and just places the colour where you want it. And then you can go back in with your blending brush and just blend over those edges. Also, these shadows are blending out so nicely, like it's not taking a lot to blend them out and they feel so lovely. This metallic kind of purpley colour, and I'm pretty sure it's called Lit, which is this gorgeous metallic purple. And I'm just going to pick some of this up on my firm shader E57 from Sigma, which is a small shading brush. So I've just picked up a small amount of the shade Heavy Glam, which is that beautiful metallic purple, on my shader brush, which is the E57. And I'm just going to spritz it with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus, just to intensify the pigment. And I'm going to take this colour and apply it to the centre of my eye, just using the damp brush. And I'm just going to take it just around the edges of this Heavy Glam colour, just to diffuse it slightly, just so it's a nice kind of seamless blend. I've just got a little bit of fallout, so I'm just taking my powder brush, and with a little bit of powder on it, I'm just going to sweep that away, just under the eyes. I'm just going to add a little bit more of that dark purple under the eye. I'm now going to go in with this colour here, which is the colour Heavy Glam, which is a metallic finish again, which is a beautiful kind of corally pinky peach. I'm just going to take that peach on the pencil brush and I'm going to pack this into the inner corner of the eye. I don't think I'd normally pair this kind of peach with a look like this, but I think it really works. For today, I'm going to be using some Eyelaw lashes, the House of Holland Lovely lashes, and my Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. I think I'm just going to apply mascara to my top and bottom lashes and apply a really thin band of eyeliner. And for liner today, I'm going to use my Sigma Line Ace in the shade Legend, which is one of the blackest, like easiest to use eyeliners going. I'm just going to do a thin line across my eye and then add my lashes, and then I will be back. Okay, so as you can see, I've gone off camera and I've applied my false lashes, and I'm now going to go in with the lips. So the first thing I'm going to do is line my lips using my MAC Strip Down lip liner, which is a really nice kind of nudie brown. I'm then going to apply a lipstick from the Estee Edit. This is the Barest Lip Colour in the shade number 3 Exposed, which is a really nice kind of brownie tone nude. but it's quite sheer, so it's going to be quite nice because the gloss is going to be the main feature on this lip look. And then as for gloss, I'm going to go in with the I Love Sada E and Colourpop collection gloss in the shade Curvy, which is the most gorgeous nude from the collection. And this is an ultra glossy lip, so it's a lip gloss, and it's such a gorgeous kind of peachy nude. And I'm going to apply this all over my lips. And that is the option with the Cheeky lip from the palette, which is the nude colour with the gloss. Okay, so I've just put the dark lipstick on. This is the I Love Sada E and Colourpop collection. This is the Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Mamacita, which is the dark kind of purple one, which is the one that is meant to go with this eyeshadow palette. I really like how this lip came out. I did obviously do the new glossy lip and this lip option, so I've given you guys 2 lip options that you could pair with this eyeshadow look. Okay, so that is the end of this look. I've just put on the dark lipstick from the collection, and I absolutely love the way this looks with the eyeshadow. Obviously, if you wanted to and you felt more comfortable, you could definitely go for the glossy nude lip, but I like the way this looks with the vampy lip. I just think it really kind of complements the eyes. So if you guys enjoyed watching this video, then please make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did, and please make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and hit the bell next to the subscribe button just to notify you every single time I upload a new video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video again, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next Friday at 8 PM in my next one. Bye guys! Mwah.